This is an SEO tool for our Cyberize agency's SEO department. We also share this with some of our other agency partners. So before I get to the details of it, let me show you how it works. So first of all, here, this basically works. You put a company name in there and the keyword search, and it actually shows the ranking, right? So let's start with Hives Media, and the location would be San Jose. Yeah, this is our guy, so let's choose that. Okay, and now let's look for a keyword. They do web development and design, so let's go with web design. All right, and also remember, these are metadata that will control how we plot the data onto this Google map. So let's start here, get ranking. At this point, it's making an API call to the backend, which is called local ranking API. We'll get to it shortly. So now here we know that around this area in 1 mile radius and grid size of 3, we can get this kind of output on that. I mean, ranking on this word when it is used alongside of this company name, right? So now let's change it to go up to radius size 2 and grid size 5 to collect more data, right? So let's see what happens. All right, so now we have a larger data set, and at this point you can see the rankings are color coded. So lighter green is like the better, and then darker one is getting lower and lower and lower in ranking, and 7, 4, these are even bad. And let's try with a another keyword here. Let's say web development, keeping everything the same. And at this point now you can see even worse ones are showing up, and they're also color coded. And this point we change it to kilometer and try another one. Let's say how web apps are doing. All right, so our grid area came shorter because it's kilometer, and then these are not ranking at all, so they're giving you 20 plus and all colored in red. So this is pretty much what it does, but how it does it, that's what we're going to get into now. And what you see here is a startup kit that I built for myself. This is where what I start with. It has SaaS and Tailwind and everything configured. It also has like a Daisy UI, connected to it. And I, in this structure, I add some pages, just to see how some component is going to look like while I'm developing. And also, like for example, Daisy UI model would look like this. This is where I test out stuff while I'm coding. Also, when it's a complicated application like this, I kind of break it down. Like for example, in here, I'm using the Google Map and Google React Google Map library on top of it, just to plot these things and styling and everything. I'm using static data here. And another part here is that here I'm using the Google Places on top of Google Map, so that I can collect some information. For example, just put Atlanta, Georgia. Boom, it's gonna find out the place, and it's gonna give me the place ID, longitude, latitude. These are the 3 things I actually collect from here. I just build out this just out of curiosity, just to see what the Places API I can extract from. So now let me tell you why I need this information. Let's go to the actual source. Okay, so this is Rapid API. This is our company account. And in here, Google Rank Tracker. This is the guy I'm using in the backend on top of Places and Google Map. And in here, I'm going with the full grid search. And if you look here, you'll see it requires a place ID, a query like web design or whatever, and then also longitude, latitude, grid size, radius, etc., etc. Right? So this all is required. So this is exactly what I am giving it by collecting place ID and longitude, latitude here, just like we did before. Like once again, Hives Media and San Jose. And at this point, we have already collected the longitude, latitude, and the place ID. So now all we have to do is put in the keyword, and let's say larger grid size. And let's go get it in a kilometer. And radius to 3. Get ranking. And here's the result coming straight from the local ranking API. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.